So there we go. I mean, I cut off on the early end because I wanted to singular just that one index, but AR minimum wage 407 for the Walmart index here. Given minimum wage, cash benefits. The notation of those are stocks. That's credit. That is bonds, and none of those are really necessary to what minimum wage is. When I say the time differential for the position is stabilized by the company, for that X equals dollars for the job based on the system that indexes that system. If you do different variables of XY or have a different home life that FMAs into that, we will begin to work you on the system and figure out your cost ratio from $15 the challenge. Yes, it is easier on the stock market with weights and plates of starting with $2,000 relative to 3,000 or 300, but this is how this function would have to work in timelines of series of generalizing a certain index to begin to get out here before that can be your base model in the start of what those functions have to do, regardless of what the costs are. Later on, we'll figure out if that's the version of whether that's worth it even for nuking Mars or a system inside Carl Sagan's Nobel Peace Prize for the board committee last year, along with Penzero. Inside of there, to the additional cost, it'd say, well, why wasn't this person factored into a prime system for a raise if staying here at the company? Why is there a differential on what the minimum of what the index is to differentials of how that pay works against the timelines and functions inside of those things to say cash bonuses, to say a function like insurance, which should be factored in the original defense security stock mathematics of that function, because then the cost would be pretty rational to the people, the positions, the numbers, the time ladders, the systems, and how it all reverse the upside down pyramid, Elon, when it's coming down like this. And so you flip the board around and you would see a different perspective. And in the MMA cage that day, it might be different from your training spar partners that you got all smoked and figured out. But here's just the same new index that's got that same thing on its end, and it's coming.